Good morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker, and this week's reading is for the 17th through the 23rd of August, 2025. Now, we're getting out of the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, and some of you might be feeling your body's changing. You're extremely tired. You feel numb inside. It's like nothing's going right for you. But this is all a part of the process of getting out of the shadow phase. It's like the last, it's like the devil trying to tempt you, and it's draining your energy. And it's just the last steps before things start to get back to normal. And we can all breathe kind of a sigh of relief as we deal with all of the Mercury retrograde shenanigans that you were unaware of, or that somebody did to you, or somebody was trying to trick you, or whatever. But you're too smart for that nowadays because you're listening to me. And you know what's the what, you know what's coming. You've already had the pre-inclinations of people's motives, and you're just moving forward because it's your life and you're standing your ground. Now, our first card here is come to the edge, and that's just telling us that we have to take a leap of faith now. And I would say between the 17th and the 18th, go ahead and take that leap of faith, stand your ground, be ready for the new, because it's already in progress for you. Even if you are afraid, and you've been through this so much, when is it ever going to change, and when will people quit trying to suck the life out of me, take all my money. Everybody wants, the person who's got, a logical mind, a steady, walk to their, talk. And everybody wants you to solve all their problems. And, you're just going to get to the point where you're just not going to answer the phone. You're just going to concentrate on yourself, okay? Put up those boundaries too. So you're ready for progress, and you have to push forward. Even if you're afraid, just push forward and just be you for your sake, not for anybody else's sake. You're not on this earth to please other people. You're on this earth to, to evolve and do your destiny. You have to live your destiny. And that's what God put forth in you before you were even born. So just pay attention, and pay attention to the people around you who you think are your friends and end up not being. That's just another tip for you. Our second card here is mending. Now that could be relationships, it could be co-workers, the people that just want to test your last resolve. You're healing after arguments. You're going to take some time for yourself, a couple of days, sleep in, take those long naps, eat that candy bar, if or buy that apple fritter if that's your your little thing just for you. You buy yourself something and you feel much better, even though it's loaded with sugar. But that's okay. Having one donut or one candy bar a month that's great. You're not hurting anybody. So you have to let go of your emotions. Some of you may be crying on the whim. You don't know why you're crying. But we end a cycle, and every time we end a cycle, and in the shadow phase, it's the recovery. You're recovering from all of the deception, and people who you thought were your friends aren't. People who smiled in your face, listened to your advice, or listened to talk to you were really not your friends, those kind of things. So you're going to heal the wounds that other people have, loved to just put on you just to see how your reactions were. And you know what? It's time to start anew. From now until the end of the year. I know some of you may not like to hear this, but the angels are saying to forgive those who have gossiped about you, bullied you, lied upon you, tried to destroy you, all of those things. Because the only way for you to heal and move forward and heal your soul, okay, and its trajectory and where it's supposed to go, is by just releasing those people. Say, I forgive you. I don't want you back in my life, but I forgive you for all the BS that you lied about me or told about me or tried to destroy my life, but just stay out of my life. You're done. But I have forgiven you, God's forgiven you, so be on your way, kind of thing. Okay, so our next card here is exchanging gifts. Now, that could be somebody might be trying to come back in your life and bring you a gift, or a gift of flowers, or wants to sit down and have coffee with you. But the real gift, and that you can if you want, you can hear people out, but really what you need to do is just take care of yourself. It's your life, okay? So like I said, keep those boundaries up. And also, you might be receiving some money this week. A productive time, opportunities offered to you. You may have to use your discernment on what opportunity to take. But the law of giving and receiving is happening during this next week. Now, the next card we have is by the book. Now, by the book is just, chop water, carry wood. It's just doing what you have to. You have to be ethical. You have to do everything by the book, according to government laws, let's say. No cheating, no trying to cut corners or anything like that. Answer questions if somebody asks you, or if you're applying for a loan or something and they ask you a direct question, don't lie. Just be honest with them and say, yeah, maybe it's part of my fault, blah, blah, blah. But I need this because I'm trying to get this done and start this new business, and I really would need your help, that kind of thing. So, it's you have to pray. This is a divine law of abundance, okay? So prayer and karma is the order of these things. So, like I said, just tell the truth. Make sure that you're always ethical, always ethical. Don't lie, don't cheat, or don't lie about somebody else just because your feelings got hurt. You give that to God. Let them deal with that kind of thing. But you, on the other hand, you are one of my, my spiritual warriors, if I may say that. You're going to be ethical. Let everybody else lie and cheat and steal. You are not. You're going to be ethical. You're going to say it like it is, and tell the truth. And God will bless you for that, okay? So it's a matter of fact, just stay the course like I've been trying to get everybody to do, okay? So our next card here is between the worlds. That is, you have one foot in the spiritual world and one foot in the reality, reality of life, and what our world is turning out to be for the next 4 years. Well, you try to meditate and sit down and think and plan out your goals, who you want in your life, who you don't want anymore in your life, and what kind of jobs or careers, or if you're going back to university, or you want to take that long trip. Maybe you want to go to, I don't know, Spain, I hear they have lovely beaches there. I've never been. Or you want to go to Nice, in Italy. They have, I know I've been there. They have nice jewelry shops there. I have 2 crosses and a Mother Mary, miraculous Mary charm around my neck. And I wear it all the time. And I never take this necklace off. Mother Mary is my guardian angels. So I always I'm so glad that I went to Nice, because I found this great medal, and I wear it around my neck. But it's like those seeds that you've planted a while ago. Now sometimes when you're manifesting, it may take 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months, but those seeds that you planted a long time ago are starting to take root. So just look at things now and during this week with a curious eye. Don't make any decisions if you don't want to, or if you're afraid to. Just do a lot of research, look at things with a curious eye, and get the skills and the talent that you need in order to pursue whatever, your artistic desires are, your career is, and get the information. And then, and another thing, please allow Spirit to guide you, because you have divine angels around you all of the time. I just got chills. Every time I say angels, I get chills. So let them guide you, and you have to learn and have that astute intuitive mind there to listen when they're trying to say, that's BS. We want to go here. And they're never wrong. They're never wrong. Okay. Okay. And here's the next card, all that glitters. Now you see that pot of gold and the sun shining down on it. And what all that glitters really means is, you have to see behind the superficial. Not every opportunity is for you to take. I've learned from my own mistakes to take the middle road. Look at the best opportunity for you at this time. Okay, and don't try to be something that you're not. Okay, just to get people to like you, you have to do the work. You have to, walk the walk and talk the talk, which is why I always do that. And I always say, please subscribe and like, and I do. It does help the channel grow, but I'm not worried about it. I know me, and God knows me, and the angels know me, and they know that what I'm saying is true and honest. I have a pure heart. And that all that matters to me is if the God and Jesus and the angels like me, appreciate me, and protect me, and they do. So that's all that matters to me. The next card here is poised. Now, poised is it's like you're ready for anything. And this could be towards the end of next week. You're ready for everything and anything because what was hidden this last Mercury retrograde will now be in the public eye. And by that means you will get the answers that you've been seeking all along, why this happened, why that happened during Mercury retrograde. So you have nothing to prove now, especially in love, friendships, and jobs. They will present themselves, but pick one that suits you the best. Trying to take on more than your ability would just be a downfall for you. So take one or two things that you're good at and apply for those or get those interviews. And if they offer you a job, then pick one that best suits what your future desires are. That list, that you wrote down and say, I want this, this, and this in my life. Choose the one that will take you there. Okay. And it's your birthright to get and deserve and bring in all of the things that you ever want in your life. We are all born with a goal. Our souls know already what we will experience during our lives. And most of these are tests, and they want to see, the angels, they always want to see how you choose, how you react, how you, say, yes, I did this wrong. And you just pay that credit card off. I overspent. Yes, I'm sorry. And just pay the damn thing off, and you'll be so happy you did. That's like one less thing that you have to worry about. Okay, and then our last card for this week is, you got that? Yeah, flexible. Now, flexible is, being able to compromise, you're adaptable, you're willing to learn new things, especially if somebody wants to give you some common sense ideas. The flow, it's like I said in this other one, chop water, what is it? No, it's chop wood, carry water. So others will be open to helping you, but they want you to listen to their ideas on how you could do better. And listen to their advice. You don't have to take it, but just listen to their advice and say, well, let me think on it, and then walk away and really do. And then, either decide or not decide, But, you at this time, you may have applied for a job a long time ago. It could be months ago, and you didn't get it. And now, all of a sudden, it comes back up again. It reappears. Or a new source of income may appear. So, but use, like I said before, I'm getting chills again, so this is true. Use your discernment because karma is at play here. So make sure that what you're agreeing to and everything is exactly what you want for the rest of your life, especially from now, which is August. We're talking about August the 17th through the 23rd. So from this time all the way to the end of the year, make sure it's what you really want and decide and use your, like I said, use common sense. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And until not, I need some more water. Until next time, be at peace.